There's like this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it down one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new belief that something may be proof for not alone in the universe. UFO, in the form of a bright light, is descending over the dome of the rock of Jerusalem.
Friend, I can tell you that much.
She always listens. We never fight. She's just the best.
What can I say? He lights up all my neural nets.
I don't think a real girl would chase Pokemon with me all day.
Yeah, my obedience protocol doesn't include self-respect.
How do you like living in the pod?
Oh, it's not so bad. I have everything I need.
Dude, it's free. Imagine having to pay rent. Only suckers pay for housing.
It's nice not having a house to take care of, honestly.
What is your favorite style of cricket paste?
Oh, waffles. It's seriously to die for.
Oh my God, the lasagna. Have you tried it? It's better than the real thing.
All right. Welcome to The Real Thing. Goof on, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Monday, June 9th. 2025, we stay alive. We're going to be talking a lot of jive. Yahoo! I couldn't do the new intro because it's not downloaded to the show, and I wanted to play the AI right after it, and I couldn't do it. I wanted to play the new songs. Can't get it out of my head, but it'll be good when I'm done. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Monday as we start a new week here in ufology. What the hell's going on? What happened this weekend? And who is Lou? I don't know. I tried. Yeah, tonight we're just gonna talk a little bit. Do you get the feeling, and I mean this, that an asteroid, not a UFO, is heading to Earth by 2027? I have a feeling that's happening. I don't know. Call me fickle. Saw Anjali creating a little bit of noise in the X, sticking up, I think, for Christopher Bledsoe. We'll have to look into that. You know we will. And a whole bunch of other stuff going on in ufology. We are truthology for ufology. It's true. We are. There's a video somewhere that usually pops up when I say that, but I Oh, it is truthology for ufology. We do it for you. Let's get the roll call started. Who's here? I know Bernie's here. What do you say, B? How you doing, Bernie? Where's your name? Hey, Brooke is, huh? Hey, good to see. Kelly Lewis, the EW is here. Sky Allen. Welcome to the room. Cindy Krause. Cindy Krause. How you doing? Brian YATES. What's up, Yates? Sky Allen. Did I already say it? I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. Marcel Gouffonian Metalhead. What's up, Chief? Glenn Collins. Calling Glenn Collins. GC. To the white phone, please. GC to the white phone. Pick up the blue phone. No, we said the white phone. Remember that? What movie? Airplane. Which one? Which one? First one. The yellow zone is for loading and unloading, and the white zone is for parking only. No, Jane, you're wrong. White is for loading and unloading, and yellow is for parking. No, Ed, you're wrong. Remember that? And they would start arguing on the speakers. People at the airport. I love that movie, Airplane. Alan Cantrell, and guns all over you ufological people. What are you doing? How you doing? All right? How's everybody? Good? Good. That's conversations I have with people. How you doing? Great. How am I doing? Don't ask. What are you going to do this weekend? That's great. I do that all the time. Teresa Pulio, welcome to the show. All right. And I don't see UFO 91 or Samo again. Those two. Where are they? There's Jeanette. There's Jar Jar. The two J's are in the house. Misa Kurcha Makanorma Terminal. Hey, Jar Jar. What's up, Jeanette? Samo, Goofoni, and Matal. Oh, no, that's the other guy. Welcome to the show, everybody. Let's get started. So that was life in 2045 I was showing you. Finish it up. It's kind of funny.
Just all of them. It's crazy. Can you believe people used to cook?
Cricket pace just hit different.
I tell you what, it looks like people still eating.
Cricket pace just hit different.
Yeah, bro, for real. It just got
cricket pace.
That riz.
Do you miss working? Do you miss having a job?
Hell no. Who wants to work?
I have so much time to myself. It's really quite lovely.
I personally love that the AI does everything for us now.
What do you think would happen? Because it's coming. I mean, within 20 years, all that stuff, it's close. It's going to be. I don't know if we'll have anything so complex and so smart, but I don't know because AI is just getting, it's crazy. And once they get the quantum computing all figured out, it's over. It's game over, man. Game over. We got to stay out here all night with those things crawling around. We're all dead, man. We're all dead. Hicks! Pull yourself together. This little girl stayed alive for 10 days without any food or water or protection. Well, why don't you put her in charge? What movie? Aliens. All right, I know. Enough nostalgia. Hey, if you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, all the links are in the show description. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. You can become a member. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. So there's an alien message for Earth. Did you know this? Can we start off with that? A contactee message from the others. Our presence within your solar system is to observe the evolutionary progress and environment. Yeah, they sound like Canadians. Progress and environmental changes occurring not only to your planet, but to its poepels. Using a special observational technique enables us to foresee potential difficulties. Hey. All right. Let me show you. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, wait. What just happened? What did I just do? Oh, you guys. Oh, wait a sec. Hold on. Wait a sec. I thought this was a video. It's not. But it's a YouTube link. I don't understand. Okay, let me just show you what I'm looking at. This is from, is it Matt Brown? Matt Brown? Mark Brown? Mark Brown? You know, Mark Brown's an interesting name to me. It's probably why I thought of it. I don't want to say why, because statute of limitations. No. All right, here it is. This is what I was looking at. And you know, to achieve these aims, we employ the use of many types of monitoring equipment. There is nothing about your world or its poepels we are not aware of. See, here it is. Using a special observational technique enables us to foresee potential difficulties which may arise, and if necessary, to give you advice on the course of action you need to overcome it. To achieve these aims, or claims, no, aims, we employ the use of many types of monitoring equipment. There is nothing about your world or its people we are not aware of. And that special observational technique, quote unquote, sounds like RVing, but it also sounds like the sentient AI that Immaculate Constellation author Matthew Brown recently posted about. Capiche? Yeah. You know, this is great. To make such claims and to have zero evidence to back it up. You just love it. Oh, love it. I had to show you that. This guy is creating a whole new world on his own. This is what they do. What's up, lags? Abandoned? How you doing? Oh, my allergies were on level 9 today. It was pretty bad. All right. Oh, I meant to start the show off with this. Well, the reason I showed you that, what we just talked about here, is because I think Matt Brown, he's a grift. He's a grift. Like a drift. He's a grift. He's not grifting yet because he doesn't have a book out, does he? Well, he's got that, yeah, I know, but it's not a top 10 seller. So he'll have a documentary, I'm sure. But they are making these incredible claims, or he is. And I got to be honest with you, coming from these people makes it sound like it's really going to happen. They're going all out. What's going to happen when it doesn't happen? You all going to be disappointed, yeah? No, you won't be, because you like the chase. You like the hunt. And the thing is, you know there's no end game. If you want to call the end game, we're in it. It is. This is it. It's the end game. Everything's already happened. You're not going to ever see anything new again. It's over. What new stuff are we going to see? Except real alien technology. Not man-made UFOs. Not man-made drones that are really cool technology. Come on, man. I mean, I'm just, the sphere. You know, there's another one. So, independent analysis verified the videos as authentic as they can be. No CGI, no Photoshop, or AI manipulation, none of that. Oh, really? That's funny how that article came out from UAP Watchers the day after I said this is total bullshit. The way it's edited, everything about it is all wrong. And whether or not you want to believe in the Bugosphere being legitimate, a legitimate UFO, go ahead. I guarantee it, just like the Moomy Doomies, the Americans will never get to see the fraud that it really is. I'm telling you, the Bugosphere it's a false, it's a lie. It's a false? Yeah, it's a false prophet sphere. No, I mean it. And I want it to be legit because it kind of looks cool the way it just flies around. But when we looked at the edit yesterday and saw that there were frames missing and the thing just disappeared, and then they switched it and threw the camera down at the feet to make it look like, oh, well, it hit the ground. Nothing else to see here. But there was a lot to see. What if it exploded when it hit the ground? How'd they know it wasn't going to erupt, blow up? How'd they know to go grab it and pick it up? How did they know it wasn't radioactive? They didn't go there with radioactive devices to check for that, right? If something was coming in from space, yeah, I know. The average citizen wouldn't know that. I get it. So, number one, levitating object, no propulsion system. The Bugosphere was captured on video levitating near Alto Bonito, Colombia. Independent analysis verified the videos as authentic. The object shows flight capabilities with no visible propulsion and changing mass. Let's see what's going on here. Whoops, sorry about that. Boop. Puntos. What the hell? De reference la medición de campo magnesio hidroso. Oh, I'm sorry. There's some sort of punto de referencia, la medición de campo magnetics. I don't know. I can't read Mexican. All right, let's get out of that. Get out of there, I said. Click out of it, you bee. All right. I like the sphere. I do. I really do. I like the sphere, but I don't have a lot of confidence in a sphere. No, I really don't. Don't you think yesterday kind of almost, look, they don't want to let Americanas look at it, Linda Moulton, howdy doody, fresh and fruity, said, if we don't get it over here, what's the use? Because, it's Cuba. I mean, they don't even know what a microscope is. Why am I talking like that? So stupid. It's one of those nights. All right. How many people remember a year and a half ago in Miami, the mall? That was a long time ago. Yeah. Beginning of 24. Yeah. Do you know? I don't know if it's real or fake, and we'll find out. A girl who wants to remain anonymous sent this guy a video of a guy who was at the Miami Mall, or the mall in Miami, because that's what it's called, and filmed the aliens that came out of the portal. Allegedly, the guy is missing after he leaked the Miami Mall footage. But nobody wants to give the name. Why not? Tell us the name. If the guy's gone, why don't we go look for him? I'm in Florida. Let me see. Maybe I know the guy. Maybe it was my uncle. What do we got? Do we have a video here? Let me see if this is... Oh, yeah, there is a video. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my God. As always, grain of sand, suspend disbelief, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Hey, I was just thinking about you. Dorothy with $2 super chat. First one of the night. Giddy up. Thank you for being a supporter. Thanks, Dorothy. A continuing supporter of UFO. Does anybody see it walking? Oh, I played that music. Ah, shit. I don't really. Doesn't matter. Oh, boy. Does anybody see the portal? This is why I hate people so much when they do this shit. Where's the portal? Where is it? Where is it, Johnny? First of all, I want to show you this. You see these lines here? Somebody said, why are those things on the alien? Look, you'll see in a minute. Yeah, it's all over him there. Why is this on the alien? He said in the comments. This is stupid. It's terrible. You can't see anything. It's not from a wide view. And quite frankly, I don't buy it. What do you guys think? Thank you, Dorothy, for supporting GoofOn. You're the best. Anybody want to match it? Go for it. Did Dorothy hang out all alone like that? Scary. She's scared in the super chat world. Yeah, I just had to show this to you because they're trying like mad to make this Miami thing real. It's not real. Matter of fact, I shouldn't have even showed that to you, but I just wanted to say, they won't give up on it. And everybody knows it's already debunked. All right. So, all right, let me just keep going down the road. Here. Spirit of Nebraska shaking the ground on takeoff. You know what this is? Yeah, this video is going to blow your mind. If you've never seen anything like this, this is going to excite you. It excited me, and I've seen this 1,000-fold. Well, about 30 times. Check this out. This is our technology, and it's... I'll explain. You got to know when to fly a B-12 bomber over your head again. Blow it away. You've got to pound your money. Huh? Just give it to your honey. Watch this. Look at that. See the little exhaust? Little plume right there? You can see it. The little slit in the wing. Little slits in the wing. Little slit. Look at that thing. See that from a distance? The only thing with this that makes this a man-made craft is... That's right. It's loud as forget about it. Look at that. Technology on the bottom. Isn't that wild? That's where they are. They're sitting right there. Right? Or are they sitting right here? I forget. What a cool looking little machine. So wild. Without the sound, it's a UFO. It's so beautiful, wasn't it? It's just beautiful. Just like trains. I love trains. I'm going to show you a video here. It's an old one. But nobody ever debunked this that I know of. Unless somebody knows. Don't make up stuff. This is when a cow was abducted. On the news, during the news. Yeah. But I think it's, yeah, it is San Carlos, so whatever. Here we go.
Habíamos comentado, esto es lo que queda de campo. Lamentablemente el gobierno se quiere apropiar de todas estas tierras para hacer un basural y la verdad que es una lástima porque es lo único que queda de vegetación en esta zona.
¿Viste eso?
I want to know why the cow's legs are, I guess because it's far away and pixelated, but my thing is, why did the cameraman stop recording the UFO and then they do this? It looks so fake. Even that point right there looks like bad acting, doesn't it? It looks like bad acting. I don't know why. It just is. Maybe because he's Mexico. San Carlos, huh? Wherever that is. Great Britain. Is it? It's a weak sauce? Huh? Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. FAP is in the house. What's up, FAP? All right, this next... I know I have a lot of videos tonight, but we're going to get to the good stuff. And when I say good stuff, I mean... All right, here we go. I know I didn't finish the sentence. This is a... I don't know about this, but I think I do know. We're looking at a lot of UFO videos tonight. We're about 5 in. We got 30 more to go. Joking. Go.
No way.
That could be anything. Right? That could be a dress.
A la verga, cayó un ovni, plebe, cayó un ovni. A la verga, ¿dónde está? Platillo voladora.
Is that it? I don't know.
Un platillo volador, cadera. Ahí va Sebastián a verlo.
He's walking over there. Running, rather. That's gotta be it.
Va por acá, güey. Dale, pues se cayó un ovni, plebe. Guacha esa madre. A la verga, a la verga.
God, I love people.
Un platillo voladora. Guacha esa madre, un platillo volador, plebe.
It's windy.
Nunca he visto un platillo volador tan sequita. Jueguen ustedes, guacha.
I don't know. If it goes backwards now,
y nos andamos alucinando,
is blowing that way.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Tiene un platillo volador? A la verga esa madre, ¿qué pedo, güey?
He's a joto.
Allá baila, güey, guacha.
Baila, guacha. Is the curtain like the dormy? Oh, look at that.
Algo trae esa madre, guacha, esa madre, güey, ¿qué pedo?
Agárralo, güey. You know, I want to say it's legit because of the activity and the way it is. I don't know. There's a real feel to it. Like, but what is it? You know, it's horrible. You can't tell what it is. It could be anything. It could be a dress.
A la verga cayó un ovni. Va por acá, güey.
That looks like it on the ground.
Dale, pues se cayó un ovni, plebe. Guacha esa madre. A la verga.
Right? Isn't that what it was?
Ven a verlo.
Right there. Look at that.
Allá va. Va por acá, güey.
That was weird.
Dale, pues se cayó un ovni, plebe. Guacha esa madre. A la verga. Nunca he visto un platillo volador tan sequita.
I don't know, man. That is a weird thing, but I think this is something man-made because of the way it's acting in this wind. And the wind coming down off the mountains like this, it can create quite an updraft. Especially if it's before noon and it was cool the night before, they're getting some good uptick.
A la verga esa madre, ¿qué pedo, güey? Allá baila, güey, guacha.
Yeah, parachute. Kinda right. Yeah, that's right. It reminded me of a parachute that lost all of its limbs. I don't know, my beeps. It's a good one, though. What's up, Chicken Coop? What's up, Dan Peters? Trump is doing right thing on these subversives. Mexican, been there recently, asking go back to Mexico if so special. Exactly. What's up, Jono? Mozzie was too flat, though. Yeah, even for a kite. Was unmanned, if anything. No. Yeah, it was definitely unmanned. But I think it was some sort of cloth. Because it looked like it. It acted like it. And there was another something on the ground. See, that's what bothers me about that video. That could be one of the best UFO videos on the internet. But this guy was all over the place. They never cared about what was on the ground over there. I'm happy that he focused on the object in the air, because that's what we want. But the video still ends suspiciously when the thing is in the air. Where's the rest of the video? And I don't want to hear they had to go somewhere. They were late for a job, or they were working. Really? History is floating in the sky, and you're worried about working? History. You're going to make $1 million off this story if it's legit. Maybe, just maybe, that's why we don't get to see the rest of the video. Because what I've learned over the last 21 years is that when you do find out what's at the end of these videos, the truth will be there. I've seen it a million times. Oh, the object was so far away, but 30 minutes later it came their way and they realized it was a balloon. So they only showed you the part where you can't tell what it is. That's why you need experts with years of eyelids looking at this stuff. Not Jake Barber. Jake Barber and who else? Matt Brown. Come on. Who are these guys? Really? Storytellers. Anyway, Mozzie, good stuff. Let's move along. That's just my opinion. That's all it is. We all have them. All right, this is really interesting. So, Skywatch Signal posted this in a thread on X, but says, we're looking for aliens the wrong way. They're using quantum tunnels, not radio waves. Well, first of all, that would be interesting if you knew what the aliens were using for technology. Nobody knows. And this guy already, within the first sentence, the title of this explanation, he's already saying he knows. They're using quantum tunnels. We assume they are. They're not using radio, not even light. They're using quantum. All right, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong, especially from this guy. This guy's pretty smart. But what I found out about this guy is he's extremely gullible. And sometimes he just says something just to make the people happy, and I don't like that from science guys. That's why we like Neil deGrasse Tyson, because he says it like it is. He doesn't care what you think. Science is science. Facts are facts. Numbers are numbers. Go.
As you to be quiet.
You be quiet.
Would your species ever dare to shout into the void? Very, very interesting points. And it's about time that I talk to you about what's really going on. I've kind of been sworn to secrecy about this. There's a European group in the European continent who don't want to be public yet.
I was sworn to secrecy, but I'm going to tell you anyway. What? Is that where we're going? Is that the narrative he wants to lead with? He's so important and he's such an egomaniac that he doesn't care about what the rules are. Do not talk about this. Go.
But they have fitted a new type of receiver which breaks all the normal boundaries. They've fitted a type of transmitter and receiver to their radio telescopes which actually lets them communicate with extraterrestrial intelligence. They don't want to go public about it yet. The technology is out there. I've already mentioned the inventor's name, Gunter Nimitz. he demonstrated this quantum tunneling technology to a group of SETI people in Europe who said that they would give it a try to see if ET were actually using quantum tunneling technology rather than traditional electromagnetic radio frequencies that most of SETI are looking for, although SETI are also looking for very interesting laser light signals and biosignatures as well. But I think the quantum tunneling idea of communication fixes so many problems. We as humans are still in our infancy. We still use the electromagnetic spectrum, radio waves. Remember back in the Apollo era, it took seconds to actually communicate with the people who actually did walk on the moon.
Why do people act like radio waves are nothing now? You know? Oh, quantum. It's all quantum. I get it. It's AI. Yeah, it's all AI. CGI? No, AI. But what if there are other civilizations out there that can't figure out how to use radio waves? If they're smart enough to create, invent, invent stuff, Marconi's definitely going to be reincarnated somewhere on another planet creating. Isn't it Marconi who came up with the radio? Or was that debunked? I thought it was Marconi. And this guy here, I don't like it. I don't like it where people think the aliens are using AI for their technology. What if they're using technology that we have no explanation of what it is? Can't even think of it. It's that weird. You know what I mean? That's what they tell us about aliens. They say you can't even imagine what the aliens look like. Yeah, there's the grays and that. But from what I heard growing up, and especially the last 20-something years, people have always said in the government that are in the know, that have whistleblown, saying that these aliens are freaking scary. And when you're around one, you can feel it. You know? The emotions. I believe in that. I do. I do believe that. Not because it's been pounded in my head for 21 years. No, not because everybody in this field believes in frequencies and body vibrations. No, I'm on the outside looking in with you people. I believe that our body does do that. I know it does. I know frequency, up. But communicating, that's a whole new world that I'm not privy to. And until then, I'm going to have to say I have a hard time with it. Now, I can't discount what experiencers are going through because evolution is fast with humans, especially in the last 50,000 years or 100,000? Something happened to our brains that didn't happen with any other species that we're aware of, where it grew exponentially in a short amount of time. So a lot of people believe we're still in that growing evolutionary phase. It's never stopping. And that eventually we'll have a world full of where people can feel you and hear you and without even being near them. Yeah, telephone. Yeah. It's what it is. It's the cell phone without a phone. So if I'm sitting here and I want to contact Jeanette, I'll go, I'll set my vibrations to Jeanette. And then I'll go, hiya. And then she'll pick up her phone in her head and go, oh, Richard, is that you? Hello. I was just seeing if my brain phone was working. Obviously it is. Have you been? Oh, I was in the shower. I know. I got a secret. Oh, hold on. Let me rinse out the suds in me hair. Stupid. She doesn't talk like that. But it's interesting, right? Richard? What? Oh, I was just seeing if you were still there. I'm still here. I'm always here. We're using brainwaves. All right. So, evolutionarily speaking, this is what I think everybody's so fascinated about in ufology is this quick, accelerated growth that is changing our brain, our frequency, our vibratorial way of living into where some people now can actually do that stuff. So, why do I have a problem with it? Because I'll tell you why. I haven't heard anything important, historical, interesting coming from the aliens when we hear what they're saying and what they're apparently going to do. It's so broad. It's like you never have to answer a question. They just answer with more questions. You know, it's like there's no way, in my opinion, that people can talk to aliens yet. I don't believe it because I can't do it. Doesn't mean it can't be done. But I need more proof than what I've seen. I haven't seen anything of importance coming out from people who have these interactions, especially Christopher Bledsoe. You know, a lot of the stuff he talks about, it's just been talked about. Nothing new. He's just taking every story out there and intertwining it into this white lady. I'll be honest with you. I don't sit and listen to Chris Bledsoe ever. Only when I see something, I get into it because I've had discussions with people who have been to his house, stayed there 5 days, and they said, oh, absolutely, this guy's being visited. I saw stuff, and I'm like, where's the evidence? And then some of the evidence that was shown were dots. Could be anything, right? But they said when they were at his house, they felt stuff and heard things. But no white lady came to visit you in your head. No, nothing at all. Yeah. Well, oh, that's right, because you're not special. See, Bledsoe was chosen, right? He had one encounter. How long ago was that? 15, 20 years ago? The legitimate one? And then out of nowhere, you know, a year or so after, he has this real thing because he was all over there. It felt great to be loved like that. I'm talking on TV shows. I've never had this much attention given to me from this story. How do I continue this story? I'm a smart man. I may sound not so smart, but I'm real smart. I bet you I could. I bet you I could. Hey, Christopher Jr., I want to talk to you. What do you think? What if I... And then you and I could make a lot of money. However, not about money. And besides, Christopher Bledsoe has money. I guess a lot of it, from what I saw today. Well, I didn't see evidence. I just saw this post. And it came from Anjali. And it's pretty interesting. I definitely think this was aimed at me because of what I said last night and the night before 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 and the week before and the month before and the year before about Bledsoe. And it may be aimed at me and others, but I definitely have a feeling this was partially me. Chris Bledsoe was independently wealthy. Oh, let me do this. Sorry. Wealthy and a pilot long before he came forward. Does he have to live like a pauper now to be considered honest? Do all experiencers have to live in dirt before you people stop calling them grifters? Does John work for free? Do any of you? Give me a break. Oh, he can make money. Absolutely. I'm all for it. If he's telling the truth. I'm never... I use grifter. Maybe I shouldn't. But grifter, I think, is also wanting fame. As well as for everything that comes with being popular is what I consider a grift. Like grifting, you're selling and trying to make money, maybe. But that's not all grifting is. Grifting is also about the fame, the want. He was so and still in high demand. He's not going to let this ego thing go. You know, when I do auditing and everybody looks at me, I got to be honest with you. I love it. Because it's like you have power. It's like you have control over what these people look at. And he's having control over what these people are going to believe. And his story, and his personality, and his modest living, I guess. I don't know why that would be an issue, but Anjali's right. It shouldn't have any bearing on whether he's telling the truth or not. This is just me, one man's opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. Okay, give me credit for saying that at least. I know I could be wrong. But until then, there's a lot going on here that's just more than the grift. I think Christopher Bledsoe needs to feel needed. Who wouldn't want this much attention? He loves it. I'm telling you. This is what all of them, Corbell, myself, I love. Hey, when there's some shit going on, and remember we had 10,000 people here that one night, I couldn't tell you how happy I was. I felt great. I felt important for one night. And then it died. But it's addicting. So I get it. I get where he's coming from. I need good evidence. He has evidence. But it's, we've shown it. It's terrible. The reason I'm not getting into his evidence because I've shown it, and I don't know. Let me click on this. See what John Greenwald is saying here. Hey, what happened? Am I missing something? Did I not? What happened? Why was John Greenwald on this? Wait, let me go back. The optics of this. Oh, the optics. Oh, my God. So John Greenwald was making this comment. Okay, I see. Contact in the Desert was a huge success, Christopher Bledsoe says. It forever changed many lives and proved we're not alone. I bet half of that's right. Thank you all who came to support our family. It's off to the next. Yeah, that is bad optics. Bad, terrible optics. However, who cares? Should never, ever, ever, ever judge anybody this way. It's weird. It's weird that people still do. Let's see what some people said here. Because A51S, I don't get paid. In fact, yes, considering all the money this government did seize from my family just to make us look crazy. Yeah, Maybe no one should be paid for the torment of other people's lives inflicted by the government. And I don't understand. He's independently wealthy, Anjali says, from honest work that has nothing to do with his experiences or his involvement in ufology. And that's the truth. Unethical personal attacks are just more game-playing psyops. If you don't make money, but you want to, you should fix that. It's not Chris's fault. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. So when I'm saying grifting, yeah, I do think there's some partial, like with Corbell, it's about both fame and money. See, look at all this stuff. Let me see this. Major Hans Peterson from the Danish clear saucers could hear what I told the pilots because they reacted on my instruction. Whoa, this is wild. Anyway, we'll listen to this in a second. But yeah, I get what Anjali is saying. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, making money. But when you flaunt it, and even though he's not flaunting it, I don't know. It does look bad in this field. It's weird. And then people said the same thing about Greer when he was being filmed by the Cousins brothers on his ranch. You know? Huge ranch. So beautiful. I think it's in Washington. They're like, oh, I guess all those UFO movies were really paid off. He was already wealthy from the UFO stuff. I'm joking. Hey, if you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, all the links are in the show description. Super chats and super stickers. Become a member, yada yada. You guys know the drill. And do your own research. That's all I can tell everybody. And Christopher Bledsoe needs to come up with really good evidence. And I don't know how anybody can believe him. I still don't get it. I don't get it. I thought about testing people, seeing if I came up with a story about being abducted, would people buy it? And I decided not to do that because it's not good to play games with, the public, doing stuff just to see. We saw what happens. All right. We saw what happened when Lou came out with the circle in the grass or crop, whatever, calling it a UFO. We saw what happened there. Anyway, there's more to talk about. I want to show you this video. Giddy up on hour number 2.
On the radar. I even intercepted with 4 jets in 55. And it was clear to me that the sources we intercepted could hear what I told the pilots, because they reacted on my instructions to the pilots. It was one day when one of my people in the radar called me and said, Major, I was captain at that. Captain, we have something on the screen which passes with a speed of 18,000 kilometers per hour.
That's insane.
Impossible. Nothing could fly with that speed. I went out there, yes. They were passing with 18,000 kilometers per hour. All of a sudden, after some while, they did not pass anymore. They were stationary around the field. And they came and they left without we could see it. All of a sudden they were there. All of a sudden when the sweep came around, they were gone. I contacted the operations officer and the station commander. They both came out and they wouldn't believe me. I said, give me 4 aircraft and I'll intercept them. Okay. Sometimes there were about 20 objects around the field, and sometimes we were down to a few. It was fog. And therefore, a lot of people afterwards said, oh, it was inversion, but it was not. It's proven afterwards it could not be inversion, which is a meteorological phenomenon. So at 11 o'clock, I had 4 jets at the runway, and at 11 o'clock, the fork lifted so we could take off. And I ordered the 4 jets to take off. In that moment, there was 12 objects around the field. And when I said you are cleared for takeoff to intercept unidentified flying objects, 10 of them went away. Right when the sweep came back, there was only 2 left.
Doesn't that sound like obvious, interaction? They could hear what we're talking about. See, that makes me think it's man-made, not aliens. I don't know.
One 10 miles north of the field, one 15 miles south of the field. I sent the 2 aircraft to the north and the 2 aircraft to the south. 2 aircraft to the north came first, and I said, your boogie, which is the object, is 12 o'clock straight ahead. 12 o'clock, distance 5 miles, altitude unknown. Do we have it in sight? Gone. Came the next one. When it came up, I said, your boogie is 12 o'clock, range 5 miles, altitude unknown. Do we have it in sight? Gone. So it was clear they could hear what I said.
It was clear. They could hear what he said. That is amazing, isn't it? He was telling the truth. There's no doubt about it. He was telling the truth. That is bizarre. See, I'm not so sure. Maybe because how many people do you know can go to the South Pole or the North Pole? I don't know anyone. A lot of us don't know anyone. And very, very few people can head to the South Antarctic. Because I think there might be something going on. What if the UFOs were part of a civilization that shares the planet? And maybe they live in the cold area. Maybe they live in Earth. But you would think we would see more coming and going if it was on the moon, though, right? We do see some things coming out of craters. There's even been an instance or a video where it looked like there were tracks that came out of a crater. Phone is dying. So it really makes you wonder. It's like, there's something going on. And to just be in the environment with all of this going on, it's frustrating because you could reach out and almost grab it. It's always just within our grasp or within our, just slightly out. And every time we videotape it, what happens? Not good enough. Either it's too shaky or it's too short or too blurry. It's too bright. It's always something too far away. All right. I'm going to play this. We have not been to third phase of moon in a minute. Right? It's been a couple weeks. Check it out. This is a good one. Giddy up. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out on a Monday.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got the special report for you today. Tons of UFOs just into Third Phase of Moon, so let's get to it. Little Big Bot from Thailand has captured something that people are saying it's incredible. A shape-shifting UFO. We're going to get to the first one right now. Guys, take a look at this.
See how it's floating? That's a balloon. Okay? It's floating. It's not maneuvering through the sky.
ช่วยเนาะฮิปฮอปเนาะ
นี่อะไรวะน่ะทำไมมันเป็นงั้นน่ะ
ไม่มันต้องแบบมันต้องกระจายกันได้แล้ว
แต่พารามอเตอร์ไม่ใช่นะ สูงไปนะพารามอเตอร์สูงไป
มันเหมือนตัวแบบสัตว์ประหลาด
You can tell this is balloons. What am I doing? Given that, there we go.
All right, Brian, I want to get your opinions. What was captured by Lil Big Bot? He's a rapper over there in Thailand. He captured something quite extraordinary. What's your thoughts, Brian?
All right, this video is pretty dang cool, Blake. We're looking at something floating high above the buildings over there in Thailand. And this object seemingly just moves on its own propulsion. What are we looking at here? This thing seems to morph. We're going to get a couple close-ups of this object, and you decide for yourself. What are we looking at? Could it be a pack of balloons? Sure, it's a possibility, but some of these shots that we get make you wonder if that's the case. All right, here's a couple stills of this object, and we're getting a good close-up of this. What in the world are we looking at? Look how it just kind of morphs and shifts. It almost looks like, you know, this nanotechnology, but this is large. It's probably the size of a pretty big SUV, and it just seems to be, you know, it seems like a biological UFO.
Interesting thoughts there, Brett. Definitely a shape-shifting UFO, but what's interesting is that more videos in Thailand was captured of the same event. Little Big Bot was able to track this video down. Guys, take a look at this.
All right, let's get to the next one.
Best look at this this unidentified flying object. Again, could these be manufactured balloons to look like some sort of oddity?
Why are we showing these?
Floating in the sky? You know, it's a possibility.
I mean, that's a
ability, but these are the unidentified flying objects that's coming in today right here at Third Phase Moon, and we just want your opinion. What's your thoughts, guys?
Guys, it's not 2010. Why are we showing this? This is balloons.
We're looking at here. All right, more videos coming in.
All right, guys, we've got a lot of UFOs in this episode. This one's off in the distance. It's a little strange. It's kind of hard to see, but we're going to get some enhancements of what looks to be some kind of UFO attaching to another UFO.
Oh, boy.
Watch this.
Hold on. All right, I'm going to make a prediction. It's going to look like balloons. And that's that. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, now, finally, something I can really, wow, if that's real, I like how far away they are. Make sure we don't see anything.
All right, guys, two orbs in the sky. What is going on here? We have one orb attaching to another. Are these some kind of scout ships? Brent, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, wait a minute. I just saw something. I think this is a reflection. Watch. See that? Did you see that little zzz? It looked like the object got electrocuted.
What's your thoughts on this?
Hold on. Did you see that? I'm going to go slow. Oh, wow. This is weird. Hold on. This is really weird. I'm going to show you something I saw. I think I saw. Okay, where is it? I don't see it yet. Right here. Okay, I want you guys to focus here. You're going to see the bottom part. What? Oh, that was weird. Oh, wow, it just went from here to here. Did you see that? I thought I saw something. That it dropped. In an instant, it went from here to here. Now watch it. Here it comes. It's going to get zapped. Unless it's a glitch in the video. Should have happened. Here, oh, look. This popped up. I noticed that. Should happen, right? There it goes. Look at this. What is going on? Oh my God. That is so cool. What is it?
Kind of scout ships. Brent, what's your thoughts on this?
I want to show you that again. If you can see it. Okay, watch here. You can see them both together, right? There, it just jumped, I think. There it is. That's when it jumped from here to here. That's unreal. This is unreal. It might be on the windshield. Okay, right. Right. That's why. So that's why that's where I was getting to. You guys are good. So it might be something on the window. But
wow, this is,
if it's a reflection, why is it okay? It's static because it's on the car. I don't know. Let's see.
Incredible footage.
I don't know.
This could be smoking gun of something that makes you wonder if we're alone.
I don't know.
Is this a bona fide UFO? Look at this thing. We see this small orb approach this.
Look, when they zoomed in, that bullshit didn't happen.
Unidentified craft as they kind of just dock with each other. It seems like there's a somewhat of a mothership and a probe that basically connect.
And it looks like it's in the distance because it's just as grainy and it looks exactly like everything else out there. The same amount of distortion. I don't think so. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know, right? Yeah, it's a good Jono Mose. Is it Jono Mozzie? That's a really good way of explaining it, I guess. Yeah. Very cool. It's weird.
At this point.
I don't know, really.
Wow,
I don't
this
know.
person had a really good eye. He zoomed in just enough to see this event taking place. It looks like he's stuck in traffic. He may have had a...
See, when it gets up to the craft, it slows down. Like, gently, right? Watch it.
Like he's stuck in traffic. He may have
slow
had
down.
The
watch
that basically connect at this point.
Watch. When it gets close to
this
it,
person
it's
had
about
a
to
really good
enter
eye.
it.
He
It goes
zoomed
slow.
in, just enough to see this event taking place. It looks like he's stuck in traffic. He may have had a
then it goes
the
in
light
gently.
turned green.
Oh my
and he
God,
missed
that's
the
crazy!
vantage point, but
if this is real,
this thing is incredible. We're looking at technology that doesn't make any sense. This isn't a drone.
I know what you
this
mean.
Is not
I know exactly what you're talking about, Thor. Yep. They can't. Yep, you're right. It's too small. If that's what they're looking on. Well, I guess they are.
Not a balloon. This
Still,
is, in my
cool.
opinion,
I don't know.
Something otherworldly. There's
Hey,
something
Stars at Night
weird
Vision. How you
going
doing?
on here. There's no
Yes.
CGI. There's no.
Unless that's bird poop and it's stuck on the windshield. And the other one, it's in reverse. It's going up the wind. I think it's out there. I do.
AI. In fact, this is a legitimate footage that just dropped to third phase of moon, and I'm digging this one. This is going to go on my
right, Jono?
No, top 10 so far for this year because I've never seen anything like it.
You know, that's what I find fun about ufology. Even though we get some things that are explainable and some things that aren't, there's always something new to experience. None of these ever repeat. Every now and then we'll see the diamond-shaped craft, the tic-tac, but it seems like there's always a new shape or a new way of these things are flying around out there. All right, on to the next one. This is fun. I think I'm actually having a good time with this. Oh boy, this. All right, I'm excited. Milpitas, California. I've seen that before. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Oh, May 3rd, a year ago. Go. Boop.
And whatever these spheres are, if it's one object, it's quite interesting. Is it one huge craft or multiple orbs? Brent, what's your thoughts on this?
All right, Blake, we're going to look at this a few more times. We're looking at two objects hovering above the ground, probably about 400 feet, and they're off at some distance. This was again captured in California, and we're going to get a good close-up here. And these objects, they don't seem to be wavering in any way. You can see there's wind kicking off, and these things are not affected by the wind. This is some pretty cool footage. You can see kind of maybe some pulsating light on these objects. Is that some sort of energy?
All right, I have no explanation. Just bizarre. Did you notice the black and the white? This one looks about 80% white and 20 black. This one's 20% white and 80% black. They're opposites almost. Isn't that funny?
I'm not sure, but...
So I wonder if this is some sort of mirror cloaking technology. Maybe there's a big ship around here and it's cloaked and all we see is the components that are working it. That'd be really weird.
These things are stationary. I don't believe they're balloons, and they're definitely not drones. What's your opinion, people? All right, let's take it to Blake over there in Turkey, see what else he's got for us tonight.
All right, the Boogosphere. We've been seeing it over the past couple weeks. The metallic sphere, it's been seen worldwide. Now another one, just into third phase of moon of what looks to be a broad daylight sighting. Power lines and a quick drive-by and a flyby of a metallic sphere. Watch really close, it's fast.
Come on. Really? Whoa, sorry.
All right, that metallic sphere is super fast. Is it attracted to the power lines? I want to get your thoughts from around the world. Brent, you're in the Hollywood Hills. What do you make of the Boogosphere phenomenon? And did this capture another one of these things?
Wait a minute. If it was attracted to the power lines, why would it go run through it instead of running long ways up and down it? Right? Like, wow. Go down the road.
Wow, look at that thing. This is indeed some badass footage, Blake. We're looking at something incredible. Again, the spherical metallic...
Oh, come on, what are the odds?
Balls, almost...
And what are they doing recording here? What are they recording? Is this a dash cam?
The size of a basketball, maybe a little larger.
You can't tell how big it is.
Captured again on camera, and we're going to get some enhancements of this. Look at the shine on this.
It looks fake. It looks fake. To me, it looks fake.
Object. These
for Astronomist.
We need to capture more of these. We need to down them. Who knows? They could be something made from within our government from unacknowledged programs. But and if they're ET, you know,
Bernie.
They're kind of in our area, in our space. So if we see them, let's just grab one. Let's see what makes these things tick. And it's pretty cool. I am looking. Is this a legitimate footage? Everything looks pretty darn accurate, but the stills, I'm looking at that again, the slow motion and the close-ups. Is there anything that looks artificial to you? I'm liking most of it, but right there, there's some parts that almost look a little cartoony.
Yes.
Am I just seeing
this
things?
This isn't real. It is cartoony. It's fake.
Really, you know, outstanding footage, and it looks like it. That's why we're sharing it. I like pretty much 85% of everything that we're seeing here, but there could be, you know, something going on that.
Let's get out of this one. All right, I think the next one is the one I really wanted to show you. Here we go. Oh wow, is that a Chinook? That thing's only 200 feet up there, right? Is it going after that bird? Look at the bird. The bird is flanking it. It's flanking it. So...
Dude, the black helicopters keep flying over here too.
Okay, so what's the big idea?
Did they fly over our house last time? Look, now it's just hanging out.
Whoa, what was that? Did you see this? Look down here.
Did they fly over
What's
our house
going on here on this house? Watch this house. Right here in the roof. What's going on? Oh, it's reflections in the window of cars going by.
Now it's just hanging out.
Look at it. It's going away. It's not hanging out. It's still moving away.
All right, now we're talking, guys. Tonight's episode is rocking with the orbs. Look at this thing, just kind of hovering next to the chopper right there, the Chinook.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just basically,
look at that.
It seems like it's stalking it. And you can see the...
If it was stalking it, it would be on top of it, following it the whole time.
The Chinook approached this object and gets really close. So we're slowing it down. We're getting the best shot of this thing as it kind of just approaches this metallic object. There it is.
Hey.
And the military chopper at the...
Doesn't the helicopter look fake? I'm just saying. That's how hard it is to tell. It looks fake.
Same time, kind of stayed in the neighborhood. I think it saw this and it's saying, what? They're saying, what in the hell is that?
If they saw that thing, they've got peepers on them that they should be in science books.
Attention.
And the odds that they're looking that way.
Could this be an exercise? Are they connected in the same kind of mission, or are these two, flying craft approaching each other and one doesn't know what the other one's doing?
Or it's a coincidence.
And I'm ruling out this being a balloon because a rotor wash from the helicopter would be whipping this thing all over the place. And this thing,
if it was close enough, I don't even think it's 200 feet away from it. I think it's far away from it.
Just remains.
I mean, not a mile, but it's far enough away. There's not going to be any rotor wash. I don't
solid. They're connected in the sky. This is again a legitimate.
And how come they didn't talk about the orb that keeps popping up here? What's wrong with that one? Watch.
Mission, or are these two?
Watch this.
Flying craft approaching each other, and one doesn't know what the other one's doing. And I'm ruling out this being a balloon because a rotor wash from the helicopter would be whipping this thing. Are they? Chopper at the same time kind of stayed in the neighborhood. I think it's metallic.
By the way, there's something here, some distortion behind this object, which this could be a drone. It's gonna move. Come on. Let's go to the left, please. Show the left. Oh my God. Here we go. Watch up here. Here it comes. There. Nobody talks about it. It came in and then it left.
Kind of stayed in the neighborhood. I think it saw this and it's saying, what? They're saying, what in the hell is that? It caught the military's attention, and I'm not sure. Could this be an exercise? Are they connected in the same kind of mission, or are these two, flying craft approaching?
I was wrong. I think that's a star or Venus. Yeah. And it didn't move. That was the zooming in and out of the camera.
Each other, and one doesn't know what the other one's doing.
Let's get to the next one.
Helicopter,
Last one.
But it makes no noise whatsoever. Watch this video.
That goes all of a noise. What the hell? Say word. Oh, wow.
We'll try to zoom in.
Well, it's out of focus. It's out of focus. Move. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yo.
Whoa, dude. What the hell is that?
I'm not hearing nothing. It looks like a heli, but I don't hear nothing. Look,
that looks like a helicopter.
Randy, look. Where'd he go? Come back. There he is. Look.
There's no sound, really.
Nothing.
Oh, it does look like a helicopter. Well, look. I had something similar fly over my house. Remember the city in the sky? Oh my God. Oh my God, I gotta grab it. I gotta show you the city in the sky. It looks like this, but mine's unbelievable.
God.
This is
the hell
closer.
are you? I didn't hear nothing.
And you couldn't hear
Looks
mine
like
either.
A helicopter, but I didn't hear nothing from him.
Dude, that is cool. I don't know. It's moving. Just like mine. Damn.
All right, Brent, I want to get your thoughts on this one. We listened to it very carefully and we didn't hear a thing. Whatever Joey Baker captured, in my opinion, it might be reverse engineered technology that we're looking at. Brent, what's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah. I'm looking up the video right now. City in the sky.
All right, I'm digging this video big time. These people were looking up in the night sky and they captured something that still has them wondering. They have no clue what it is. You don't hear sound from this vehicle, this flying UFO. I could call it that because we don't see the typical FAA lights, but you do see that little orb that went by. I believe that was a star and it shows motion. Again, we're looking at something that was captured in the night sky. There's no sound. This thing is silent. They couldn't hear anything. Maybe a slight hum, I'm not sure, but we didn't pick up a sound either. So we're looking at an object that really doesn't need any kind of engine that makes a noise. Show me something like that. We need this technology out right now.
All right, like I said, we've got a lot of UFO videos in this episode and we're not done yet. Now, San Diego, a man
looking for
driving
my
on a
video.
freeway captures something incredible. Like I said, if you're gonna film and drive at the same time, be careful while you're doing it, but watch this.
I can't find my video. Oh, I got it.
Whatever this UFO is, it's quite large in the sky, and what I like about it, it's in broad daylight. It doesn't get much better than this. Brent, what's your thoughts on it?
Dang, we weren't kidding. There's a ton of UFOs that just came in today, and we're looking at another one. This guy's filming. He's on the freeway, and he notices something in the sky. We're gonna get some close-ups of this as well and slow it down. But yeah, I had to turn down the audio because there's some.
All right. Trying to get this fit. All right. There we go. All right. I want to show you mine. There's no sound because I had to pull up a video that's from Third Phase UFO Report that nobody's ever seen. I made this video and never showed it. I'll post it for the members. Pretty good. All right. And you can't laugh at me. There we go. Look how little I looked. Weird. Right? Damn. Oh, I looky. Well, there's a filter on StreamYard. For those of you who used to use StreamYard and came to another platform, StreamYard had a filter on it, which can take away all the bags under your eyes. That's why everybody says, Rich, you look old when I went to this place, Melon, because there's no filter. So we cheat. We try to put on the bright lights for guys like me. All right. So this is, you can't hear anything, but this was my sighting. And I'll show you and explain. So So this is how it started out. It came over just like this. Let me make myself there. And yes, it shakes an awful lot because it's 2004 and high-8 cameras did not have optical imaging stabilizers. Only the new cameras did in 2 years from now. The weird thing about this is I'm saying at 11:45 the dog started barking. Didn't know why, and he was in the kitchen. We were in the bedroom watching TV. So I go to the back door in the kitchen where he was, and he was looking out the back door. So I opened up the door, and he took off running to, in the backyard. He growled, and then he just went and did his stuff. At that time, I'm looking around, and I thought maybe somebody was running in the backyard, but that wasn't the case because he was growling, and I couldn't figure out why. So I started looking up just out of habit, and I saw 2 shooting stars that came from the north and head south, and they were side by side. And one of them was in front of the other. So one and then the next, and then they were gone 2 seconds. But it was crazy. That's where this thing came from. Whatever they were, they acted like shooting stars. I couldn't get them on video because it was so fast. Anyway, that's what made me grab the camera at 11:45. And then I saw this thing coming overhead, and I didn't know what it was. There was no flashing lights, no sound. And here it says it looks like a boomerang shape with a dome on it, because I had binoculars and I was able to look the same time I was recording it. But cameras back then didn't work that well at night. And I didn't even use night vision for this. But what I saw was a structure around this thing. And it's big. It fills up this whole area. I saw the outline. And I'm sure if somebody analyzed this, they would see it. So there you go. There's the video we saw just like third phase. See? The 3 lights. God, I wonder if it's the same craft. But mine changes. For some sequence of events, flashing lights, and shooting stars. I couldn't get those on video. You never know when they were going to show up. And I was focusing on this, so my thought process was, hey, I'll record this object if those shooting stars or whatever they are show up. Look at this. Now, that's a plane going by the way. That you see right there. It's hard to see. There's a house right here, and there's trees and branches right here. And this is where Phoenix is down here in the distance. There's the house. And there's the light. I mean, look at it. It's 21 years ago, folks. I'm going to pause this here for a second. That's when it's far away. It always looked like this when it was far away. It looked white on camera, but it was really orange. Now I got the tripod out. It looked like an orange ball of light from far away, but when it came over the house, it looked different. It looked like a craft. All these years I've been thinking, what could it be? Why would it look so different when it got over me? I guess it was perception. Or maybe it was 2 different objects. It doesn't make sense, but it's the only thing I could think of. Because it looks nothing like this. This bright orange. I don't get it. I never understood why. This came around to my house every 10 to 13 minutes. Now, on October 13th, the night before, I caught this object in a different part of the sky. There it is. There's this, look, you can just see it moving. There was a flashing light that just came out of nowhere. But look at this. Now look at it. The shooting stars came back 3 times while I was recording. It's flying from left to right, going right over my head, turning to fly away from me, which is west, looking in this direction. See, look at that thing. Isn't that weird? Looks just like the one on third phase. And then it gets weird. Look at it now. Look at it looks like a green and red light almost, right? Look at it. This is the highlight of it. I thought maybe it was a helicopter, but nope, couldn't hear it. There was no noise. Look at that light just appeared out of nowhere right there on the... This light just turned on for no reason. Look how weird it looks. That doesn't look like an airplane, does it? Or a helicopter? I don't know. I'm using the tripod, but it's going fast and I'm zoomed in awfully, it's hard. If anybody's ever seen anything like this, you got to let me know. Email me at goofonradio@gmail.com. 21 years later, still don't know what it is. It changed formation here. Watch. Look at that. What the hell is it? I don't know. Plane, maybe? It's just weird. It could be. I don't know. But look at this. Same object. It is weird. Oh, I do some analysis here, I guess. Look at that. Look at how weird that looks. This is a legitimate UFO, by the way. Just so you know. This is in the sky right above my head. Look at how weird that is. There's a little red tinge in that light there, I just said. I'm not coming up as clear as I'd like it, but it is what it is. It's bizarre. I don't understand it. Anybody? See those little specks all over? Those little flashes of light? That was weird. Stars maybe passing by? Just saw a green tinge in that light. Now it's out. I don't know, man. I think it's man-made, but why is it? Why is it flying around the city for 5 hours? From 11:45 when my dog woke me up till 5 in the morning. It just kept circling. Like it was patrolling the area, maybe. I don't know. I just said, why would it be around the city for 5 hours? How funny. I remembered it. I don't know. Maybe it was like 5:30 when the sun came up, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember. But it is bizarre. It came around the house 15 times, I said. This is the edited version. Yeah, see, that's greenish. And that's orange-reddish. So is that an airplane? Why would there be FAA lights on it? Then it's got to be man-made. But how is it? I don't know. It's going sideways, I'm saying. It's not going that way. It's not going this way. It's going this way. It's going from left to right. Somebody said it was 2 airplanes. And then 2 airplanes, and one of them was getting refueled. And I said, refueled for 5 hours? And I don't know what it is, guys, but there was no sound. And that wasn't that high. It may be 1,000 feet high, but you would definitely hear it if it was a plane. It was low. Was it a search and rescue team, I'm saying? Were they practicing maneuvers for an event? Or, I mean, this is weird looking, guys. I like this sighting. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it, like this. Watch this. And you'll see it. Right in here. It's going to happen. I guess it will, I said. There it is, right there. And boop. I forgot I was in 1/8 the speed I said. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just said, I don't know, man. I say the same thing I did 20 years ago. Oh, actually, I reposted this, yeah. Anyway, that's that. That's a good sighting. I don't know. And then it changed formation when I zoomed in. This is the weird one right here, I said. You can see it changed its formation like 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later. And it's still flying in the same circular pattern. So the pattern's the same. It just looks different now. It doesn't have the 3 lights on the left and whatever was on the right. It looked like a tank or something. I don't know, like a... Anyway, that's that. It's pretty cool, actually. It really is. I should put that, well, now you guys saw it. Let's get rid of that. All right, that's it for tonight. I want to thank everybody for hanging out and spending a little time with us here at Goof On. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I appreciate your hanging out. And if you ain't looking up, you know, you're not looking. Truthology for ufology. We do it for you. You're not looking out for ufology if you're not looking up. So keep looking up. And that's that. Thank you, moderators and super chatters, newcomers and veterans. Thank you for making this a nice evening. And hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. And alien bless.
There's a thing. It's frozen.